Hi everybody. Today I'm going to focus this video on planetary karma and how you can receive the blessings of the planets. So a few weeks ago I did a video on called the 5 contributing factors to negative karma, and planetary karma is one of those karmas that we have to deal with. In fact, it's one of the top reasons why we go through difficulty. There's planets and there's also our ancestors. So I already did videos on ancestors, and you can look that up on the playlist in one of my playlists. But in terms of the planets, they really do control a lot of our karmic destiny, whether it's good or whether it's bad. If you're not really convinced that the planets have an influence on us, think about the full moon, right? Think about the moon. The moon is in charge of the tides of the water going in, the water's coming out, like if you're on the beach, if it's low tide or high tide. Also during the full moon, people say that the emergency rooms get filled here in the United States because people go crazy. It's end of the week, and I don't know. So anyway, their emotions and mental states are really amped up. The moon represents our mental state. Okay. So at a full moon, it tends to be on blast, as we call it. Just tends to be heightened or augmented in some form or fashion. But anyway, so going back to the issue about the planets, you can actually receive the blessings of each planet every day. And the way to do that, there are 4 things that I'll demonstrate or talk about here in this video. So the first way is that you chant the mantra of the planet, which are 9 of them, let's say before you begin your day. So, and basically you would chant it one time. And what I'll do right now is I'll go through the planet and their mantra for you, so you have that. And if you don't end up writing this down or whatnot, don't worry about it. I have it in the description of this video, so it's easy for you to capture that. So the first planet is Sun. So the Sun, the mantra for the Sun is Om Suryaya Namaha. Then next is Moon, and Moon is Om Chandraya Namaha. Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The next is Mars. Mars is Om Mangalaya Namaha. And then you have Mercury, which is Om Buddhaya Namaha. You have Jupiter. Jupiter is Om Guruvae Namaha. And then Venus is Om Shukraya Namaha. And the last one is Saturn, which is Om Sanecharaya Namaha. So those are the mantras. And what you can do in the morning is to chant each mantra once. And the way that I do it is I just kind of close my hands and I put my hand over my heart. And I close my eyes and I put my hand over my heart. And I start off with, it could be the planet of the day, and I'll talk about that a little bit in another video, or just start off with the sun for Sunday. Or just the sun, right? Start up at the beginning of the list. So I put my hand over my chest and I think about the sun, and I just think about the sun in my heart chakra area. It's kind of like showing love, right? So I would say Om Suryaya Namaha. Bless me. You can say bless me or ask for your prayers and blessings, and then move on to the next one. So you can say Om Chandraya Namaha, and imagine the moon in your chest area, expressing love, and say bless me, or ask for your prayers and blessings. I'll do one more, and that would be Mars. So think about Mars in my chest area, and Om Mangalaya Namaha. Bless me. And you just do that for all of the 9 planets at the beginning of your day, okay? So that way, they will bless you and you don't feel as heavy. At least for me, because I'm a sensitive person, I don't feel as heavy or as negative when I chant the mantra of the planet each day. There's another option that you can do, and that's chant the mantra, chant the planetary mantra of an aura or throughout the day. Now, for those of you who don't know what auras are, I'll do another video about this at sometime down the road. But auras basically are kind of like hours of the day, but they're not technically 60 minutes. That's based on your geographic location and some other calculations that I really, can't really talk to you about because I don't know what the calculations are. But there are 24 auras in a day. And there's a planet that rules every single aura. Now, no one expects you to stay up late during the night and chant the aura whenever it changes, right? Wake up, you're going to sleep and Om Mangalaya Namaha. No, you don't do that. During your waking hours, what you can do is, if you have like the HoraWatch Pro app or AstroVed's app. When it chimes, you can set it so that it chimes when the aura has changed, and you look at it and say, oh, it's Jupiter. Okay, so I will chant Jupiter's aura. Om Guruvae Namaha. Now you can do that during your waking time. So it depends upon you and how you want to go about that. Okay, let me take a look at my notes. There's also a planetary mala. If you see, I'm wearing a different kind of mala today, and there are 3 stones of different colors here. And these stones actually represent the different planets. So you can use this to chant with, if you want to chant the planetary mantras using a mala, you can do that. Or you can just wear the planetary mala as well, because one of the great things about wearing this is that if any planetary karma comes in and it actually breaks your mala, I know, we don't always like to talk about malas breaking, but sometimes that happens. And it's actually good news, because it means that your mala took the karmic hit and not you. So this is a way also to involve the planets in your daily life as well. Right, so then also I highly recommend that you get an astrology reading. Astrology readings are really good, especially from an expert, from a Vedic astrology. I've always found Vedic astrology to be quite interesting. And again, like I said, I'm not an expert, but you should definitely get a reading. And the reason why for that is that they can tell you exactly what is going on in your life. If you're having difficulty, getting a job, getting money or wealth, if you're having trouble with relationships or whatever it is, they can tell you, this is what's going on in your chart. Okay. Not only that, like, hey, this is what's happening and that's it. Actually, with the AstroVed astrologers, they will even tell you this is what you need to do in order to alleviate this negative karmic situation. So that's why I recommend that. Now, in terms of the planets, like, how does that relate? Well, one of the questions that you can ask them is, what are my strongest planets? What are my weakest planets? And what can I do about, the weakest planets? Maybe they're going to recommend a service or a remedy service, or maybe they'll just say, hey, chant the mantra. You can always ask them, hey, I know what the mantra is for this planet. It's okay to chant to it. And you can do that. So that's one way to, deal with your planetary karma. I highly recommend getting an astrology reading. For those of you who are Westerners, because, there are cultural differences between India and then the Western traditions. There are a couple of astrologers that I know of that are really good with Westerners. There's a third one, but I can't remember his name right now, but I'll see if I can find it. One is Swamini Bali. Swamini Bali is a wonderful astrology reader. And, if you get the opportunity to be able to have her do a reading for you, she's really good at letting you know what the influences are and things of that nature. Another one is Vijaya Lakshmi. She's fantastic. I mean, I've had her twice, and I mean, she's just, oh my goodness. She would tell me things that I didn't think you could find out in astrology reading. Like, I had been having migraines due to neck strain when I'm sleeping. My pillows would be all arranged crazy or something like that. And she said, oh, you got to be really careful about that. You need to check your pillows. I was like, how in the world did you know that? So I don't know. But anyway, I didn't say anything. So she came up with that somehow. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I recommend. And then also there are planetary yantras that you can use as well. There's a yantra for each planet, and there's also one yantra that has all 9 planets on it. So, and I'm actually thinking about getting one. I haven't gotten one yet, but I definitely am thinking about getting one. If you don't know what a yantra is, or you don't know, how to use one or whatnot, I have a YouTube playlist called Yantra Technology. So you want to make sure that you check that out, and I give you all the scoop about what to do with a yantra. Okay? So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your question in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends. And then also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So every week I upload a video. I know I haven't been regular with what day to upload my videos. So I'm trying to do Fridays for now. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So namaste, everybody. Blessings to you. May the planets continue to bless you and give you the life of your dreams.